Welcome to Wrong Time Watch. My name is Kevin, and today we're looking at the Borealis Cascais and the Zelos Mako. The Cascais is version 2, and Mako is version 3. This is actually the second, not second printing, but the second run of the version 3 of the Zelos Mako. So these watches have very similar specs, and since I've had this one in as a tour watch, I figured I would put together a video comparing them. I don't think you can go wrong with either of these, so it's just a choice of personal preference on what you like. The Zelos Mako is $429. The teal is sold out. I have not checked on the other colorways, but they may or may not be all sold out by the time I release this video. And the Borealis Cascais is sold out. All the colorways have been sold out. You buy these on a pre-order, then a few months later you can pay the full price and they'll ship it to you once the production run is done. And the Zelos, they're made in batches, and I believe each colorway of each version is just a one-time batch. I think the previous run of this had a stainless bezel, not the ceramic bezel. But anyway, I'm getting off track here. Both these watches are rated to 300 meter water resistance. They both have the Miyota 9015 movement. Obviously, both have sapphire crystal. Both are 316L stainless steel. Case designs are a little bit different, but the proportions are pretty close, actually. They both have solid end-link bracelets, solid links. The Cascais had drilled lugs. The Mako does not. They both have, this one's kind of looks like a laser engraved case back, and this one has a actual machine engraved case back. So let's go over the measurements. Lug to lug on the Mako is 46. Now that's on the watch. With the fixed center links, that goes up to 53 millimeter. And this one does have fixed center links as well, but it curves down pretty quickly, so it doesn't really extend the lug width of the case. Case diameter of both of these is 40. The bezel is a little proud on the Borealis, so the bezel is 41. The bezel on the Mako is basically flush with the case. So overall, the Borealis is a little bit wider. Thickness on the Mako is 14.5, and thickness on the Borealis is 12.5, but they are both rated to 300 meter depth. Let's look at the other side of these watches. So as you can see, the Borealis crown is at 3 o'clock, and then the Mako is at 4 o'clock. They both do have signed crowns. However, the Mako is a loomed signed crown. Lug width on both of these is the same at 20, and both the bracelets do taper down to 18. And lastly, the crown size on the Borealis is nice and large at 7.4, and the crown on the Mako is a little small at 6.4. So that's 1 millimeter difference. 1 millimeter doesn't sound like a lot, but it actually looks like quite a lot different here, quite a big difference. I don't really have a preference, but 7 millimeter is a pretty good measurement. That would be the SKX here. So the Mako has a loomed ceramic bezel insert, and the Borealis has a loomed hardened stainless steel bezel insert. Let's look at the bracelet clasp here. Borealis just has a standard safety clasp. It is a milled clasp, and it has 6 micro adjusts. Works fine. It is signed. The Zelos is a little more high tech, I guess I'd say. It has the double deployment pushers. It is milled, and it does have a quick adjust system, so no micro adjust on the case side here. It has the lever on the inside that you pull that way, and I'm trying to do this so you can see what I'm doing here. There we go. It's easier if I'm not trying to show you what I'm doing. But anyway, and then you can just push it in. Looks like that was about 3 clicks. Maybe 4. So let me shine a light on each of these dials. They are both textured dials. This has kind of a cyclone, or I guess I'll call it a cyclone pattern or whirlpool pattern. And the way the teal darkens as it goes out is nice. Chapter ring is black, and then the bezel is black. So it just transitions from a lighter color to darker and darker, and then to black. And then the Borealis has a cobblestone textured dial. The indices and hands are blued, but I don't believe that they are heat blued. Still looks good though. I do like to use cathedral style hands. Indices are nice and large. The indices on the Zelos are large as well. Hands are a little bit thinner though. Also, the Zelos does have a date. Well, this has a date as well, but it's not cut out. And that date wheel is color matched, which I do really appreciate. And then the white text goes with the indices. Like I said, these are both nice watches all around, especially for the price. All right, so let me get these on wrist. And then maybe what everyone's waiting for is the lume at the end of the video here. They both have very good looms. I'm not sure which one will be better overall. So again, lug width on this is 47, and I have a 6.5 inch wrist with the 52 millimeter wristband. I don't know if I have a preference for either one of these. I like them both, actually. So let me know which one you guys prefer. I will say with the bracelet, I prefer the curved key shape with the curved end link there versus the straight case shape with the straight end link. Again, so the lug width on this is 46, and then the fixed center link is 53. Bezel action on the Mako is a bit stiffer. Both 120 click bezel. I think the bezel is also grippier on the Borealis, but it does also turn easier. Yeah, it's like night and day difference turning this one. I wonder if I could do this with one finger. Yep. This one might be a little loose and the other one might be a little stiff. But I don't really use the bezel anyway. All right, I'll get these set up and come right back with the loom. All right, here we go. Borealis Cascais, obviously on the left, and the Zelos Mako is on the right. I know the Borealis has BGW9 loom, and I'm pretty sure the Zelos has C3 loom. Looking at it by eye, I would give the Mako. I would say the Mako is a little brighter on the indices. The hands, I think I give the hands to the Borealis, but I mean, really, they're both really bright. They both have a good amount of loom applied. So the hands on the Borealis and also the 12 o'clock indice on the bezel are larger, so that helps a lot with the loom. I think the indices are a little larger on the Borealis as well, but it's a little brighter on the Mako. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.